how do we coach the value of connecting with people? Because people have dismissed it, they don't understand it, they don't value it. How do we coach this process in people and coach me to say, hey, you need to see your friends more often, you need to value it, you need to spend direct time with them, connect with them.
Let's reverse engineer it. Steve, I would ask you what your top four priorities in life are. So you list out your top four priorities.
Yeah.
Let's put them on the whiteboard. Okay.
Okay.
And
Number one,
most
God.
people,
Number two, family. Number three, friends. And number four, work. There you got it.
it's typically the same of everybody. Everybody has the same top four priorities. But then what I do is I go, okay, Steve, I want you to tell me, let's get a piece of paper. Here's a pen. From the time you wake up to the time you go to bed, I want you to outline your schedule of where you spend your time every 15 minutes. Like we're going to go into the detail. Like every 15 minutes, what are you spending your time on? And then what I do is I look at your routine and I look at the priorities on the board and I go, something's amiss here. Either you're lying here or you're lying
Mm,
here or you're not living congruently with the things that matter most to you. And this is the reason why you feel the way that you do. So if these are the things that matter
mm,
most, what do we got to do to realign that to where you are feeding the top four priorities in your life? Because I think what happens with men is we have our priorities, but then we have this idea that we have to sacrifice those priorities when we have to sacrifice those priorities for those priorities. When the reality is we just need to be more intentional of our time and what we're doing. There's a lot of fat in our life that needs to be cut out.
mm,
So it sounds like your friend doesn't have a lot of fat in his life and he's focusing on the things that matter most to him. Which is interesting though, is when you prioritize the things that matter most to you, you're not drifting, you're not wasting time. Everything that you do has a return of investment. Now, that a return of investment doesn't always have to be a monetary return of investment. It could be playing with your kid. It could be taking your wife on a date night. It could be going having a coffee with your friend at the cafe. These things all have return of investment. So I would challenge you that by living by your top priorities, you're cutting out the fat, and you
mm,
actually going to be more productive in your life on the things that you actually want to
mm.
do, and you'll be more fulfilled. And then the way that you attack life will be completely different because your cup has been filled up. But what we do is we redline, we white knuckle, and we just try to bury through life unfulfilled and
Mm.
and not actually our soul being filled up, which
Yeah.
is what I think is really what you're talking about.